So a lot has been going on in the oshinoko community for the last 48 hours or so, ever since Sneaky posted this, basically letting us know that oshinoko was going to be going on hiatus until September 14th. Now, to kind of clarify, you're probably wondering, wait a minute, didn't the chapter come out today? And yes, you would be right, there was a chapter that came out today, but it isn't necessarily chapter 126. This chapter is a special chapter, chapter 125.1 or 125.5, whatever you want to title it. It basically is a special in-between chapter that does appear every so often with different type of manga. It's happened with Kaguya, it's happened in the past already with Oshinoko, and so obviously thanks to the brief hiatus, we're having these chapters come out. Now you're wondering, wait a minute, if there's a hiatus, how are these chapters getting written? Well, according to what we can find out, apparently, Mengo herself, the artist of Oshinoko, is the one that is actually writing these special chapters until Aka-sensei comes back from hiatus to be able to continue working on the manga, for instance, chapter 126 onward. Now, you're probably wondering, okay, why is Aka-sensei on break, and why is Mengo having to do this right now by herself? What's happening? Well, the official thing that came out earlier today that Sneaky let us know is that this is an offer comment that, Aka-sensei gave us, and this is what they say. I feel sick a while ago, and after discussing it with the people involved, I took a month-long break. I apologize for taking a month off. As of writing this message, I am back to full health and ready to deliver to the best of my ability. I will continue to do my best going forward, and I hope you'll look forward to the series' return after the break. I would also like to thank Mengo-sensei and 5MM-sensei for kindly agreeing to let our works go on hiatus. Aka. Now, here's the thing, okay? Basically, it pretty much implies that Aka was sick, decided to take a break just for probably some overall relaxation and, me time. Nothing wrong with that. I think that's great. I think that, regardless, I think that it's good for anyone to take some time off and rest when they need to. And I do like clarification from Aka-sensei themselves, saying that they are back to full health at the time of writing this, but they're still taking a month break off just to do whatever they want. And we come to find out a few days ago, apparently this whatever Aka-sensei is doing is actually apparently participating in a Apex Legends or Apex tournament or whatever. Like, I don't know if this is legit or not, but kind of looking in deeper into this, apparently, people are even saying this on Reddit, Aka-sensei is participating in an Apex tournament, and that's hilarious. That is legitimately hilarious. I did not know Aka-sensei was that much into Apex to even participate in, I'm assuming, a Pro League tournament or something. That's pretty crazy. Legitimately, that is kind of crazy. This is the first time I've heard about this and all that. But even though I know people will be quick to meme and laugh at this and all that, I do think that even still, I think that this is very important for an offer or anyone to be able to do. Take some me time and do what they want. And clearly, Aka-sensei wants to participate in an Apex tournament. But regardless of the memes and how funny it is that Aka-sensei is technically going to be playing Apex on break while, there's a month hiatus for Oshinoko, I do think that it's good overall for the health of an individual, not just an offer, but anyone to take some me time and do what they want to do. And clearly, Aka-sensei wants to, play Apex, have some me time. Hell, I know that's what I like to do. Like, when I'm wanting to just chill and relax, I either pull out a book, start reading a book, or I'll play a video game. I do the exact same thing. And I think anyone could fully relate with, Aka-sensei to this regard of taking a break and all that. Even if, at first, the break was because the health concerns, but they're back to full health, and then now they're just using that break to play, Apex, etc. I see nothing wrong with that, so yeah, just gonna move on. I don't think it's necessarily a bad thing for anyone to do that. So let's move into the chapter. So basically, this chapter right here, that is titled Chapter 125.1, or Chapter 125.5, whatever you want to title it. It is technically a special chapter that is going to be taking place between Chapter 125 and Chapter 126. However, the events of this chapter takes place before Oshinoko. For instance, it focuses on Mimsho, giving us a little bit more details that kind of we already known, but kind of reestablishing it and giving some spotlight on her, because honestly, as I said before in previous videos, I think she is criminally underutilized within Oshinoko. I feel like she should definitely have more spotlight, more focus, because she's a very fascinating character that really does highlight some very unique aspects of just what the story is about in general. Now, one thing I do want to clarify is you're probably wondering, okay, so how did this come out, obviously, if Aka-sensei is, on break? Well, this is being written by Mengo herself, aka the artist of Oshinoko, and for clarification, Aka-sensei does the writing, Mengo does the art. However, thanks to Aka being on break, Mengo is currently writing the story and drawing at the same time. A lot of work put on Mengo's shoulders, but nothing too crazy because it's only a few pages, not a full chapter length and all that. But, we're getting to see kind of what Mengo would do if she was technically the one in charge in writing the story of Oshinoko. But I do think that there's probably some form of, I guess a handshake between the two saying, oh, I'm not going to progress the plot any way or direction without you. For instance, when chapter 126 comes out, they're just, these pages that are coming out week by week now until September 14th is more of just filler to tide us over until the return of Aka-sensei. But anyways, getting into the point of what this special chapter is, Mimcho does get the focus, and she talks about basically her objective, her goal. We get to see her in her youth, a little bit younger, and how, most of the time she's basically saying she doesn't really want to be an idol anymore. It's all about money. She just wants money, all this type of thing. She'll do anything for money. But then as it progresses, her dream of wanting to be an idol is rekindled once again, and she realizes that she always wanted to be an idol, and then obviously we know that she managed to have this potential possibility thanks to Aqua and Ruby in the actual manga of Oshinoko. And now that we get this little bit of a reminder of Mimcho's, goal, her dream, etc., it does bring the question, how does Mimcho feel about the current circumstances within the story of Oshinoko? For instance, is she satisfied as an idol currently? Is she upset about it? Has she been fulfilled? Does she feel like it's not everything she wanted? Is it everything she wanted? I feel like this chapter does bring up a lot of questions about Mimcho's current state of affairs, because she's obviously dealt with a lot of drama that's been taking place between, stuff with Ruby and Aqua, Takana, Akane, dealing with a lot of things on the side. And I do wonder, just, if Mimcho is satisfied, with being an idol now. Or does she want more, or is she just willing to step down and go back to being a YouTuber? So many questions I have, and this chapter does raise those questions. And I do wonder if that is what, Mengo-sensei is going to be kind of focusing on in these upcoming special chapters. I do think that'd be really cool if, for instance, Aka-sensei gave the sign-off to Mengo to be able to write more of Mimcho. I think that'd be awesome. I really hope that is the case, and we get more of that. But that's about it. It's a very brief chapter. It's nothing too crazy, nothing too long, just a few pages. But, yeah, I wanted to kind of bring this news to everybody. I know some of you might already be completely aware of this because Sneaky obviously is a very popular account that posts about Oshinoko. And, I feel like people are probably going to be aware of this, but I know there is people out there that only browse Reddit or YouTube. Don't go on to social media, aka Twitter or X, whatever you want to call it nowadays. Don't go there and, wait till a YouTube video or a Reddit post is made. And so hopefully this news, finds you and you're able to find out where Oshinoko is going to be for the upcoming weeks. But anyways, you all have a fantastic day or night wherever you live. Be safe, stay healthy, Chibi out.